What's up guys, welcome to the codecam.org. In this brand new video I'm going to show you how to solve the overheating problem on Dell Precision 3570. So this is the Dell Precision 3570. Every 30 minutes it's overheat and it's going to sleep. So most of the Dell laptops has this problem after like 8 months or 10 months or after using a year. So this specific model comes with a i5 12 gen and 16 gigs of DDR5. So we are going to fix this overheating problem by reapplying the thermal paste, and that's what we are going to do in this video. So in order to do repair, first thing you need to unplug the laptop from any source and make sure your laptop is turned off. So let's do that right now. Yeah, so my laptop is turned on, I need to turn it off. As you can see, I have successfully turned off this laptop. Now we need to remove the bottom case in order to start our repair. Before you start repair, you need to use the ESD strap. If you don't have any ESD strap like me right now, you need to touch a metal object, like touching if your PC case is metal or your desk is metal. You just touch the metal to discharge yourself. That's really important, guys. Keep that in mind. Otherwise, if you have any static charge, you're gonna damage the board. So let's open the bottom case, and this is the thermal paste I will be using. This came with the alcohol pad, so for cleaning the old thermal paste, and this is the brand new thermal paste I will be using for this laptop. And I'm using my screwdrivers toolkit. So this is what I use for all repairs on all models, even MacBook Pros. So I never need anything else other than this. So you guys can order this from Amazon or other similar websites. So it's really cheap, around like 30 bucks, something like that. And let's get started. Let's remove the bottom case. Remember guys, this bottom case screws on most of the Dell models does not coming off. It stays in the bottom case. The good thing about these Windows or Dell laptops is they require one screwdriver for all of the screws inside and outside. It's not like MacBook Pro, because some of the MacBook Pros require different screwdriver bits, especially the Torx, and that's, I believe that's not good. And I have unscrewed all the screws, and now I'm using this plastic tool. Remember, do not use any object for removing the bottom case, or any metal object for removing any component from the board. So you need to go nice and easy from the one edge to another edge. Try to open from one edge. Remember, be careful with the edges, because they have the antenna wires around the edges. If anything is resisting, do not use force, just be gentle. As you can see, I have successfully removed the bottom case. Now the first thing, when you remove the bottom case, you need to disconnect any power outlet and then the battery. So there is no power on the board now. So this is the heat sink. We just removed this. We just need to remove these 4 screws, and we will be able to actually it's 5 one here. We will be able to remove the heat sink. This is called heat sink. This is responsible for keeping the CPU and the GPU cool. So always inspect the fan if there is any dirt, or if there is any dirt, you need to clean it off. Then now it's time to unscrew the heatsink. So heatsink, you always go on X pattern. Usually they have number here on the beside the screws, like it says 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you use that pattern to remove the heatsink. So the screw come off, and now we need to remove the heatsink really gently. So as you can see, the thermal paste is completely dried out, and now it's perfect time to clean it off. I'm putting heatsink on my desk. I don't usually I use the alcohol wipe, but it's too wet. I'm just using my, you can use any dry enough tissue paper or something like that. So I use this to remove all the old thermal paste. It's really important. In order to apply brand new thermal paste, you need to clean the CPU. Really nice and gentle. So as you can see, I have removed the old thermal paste from the CPU and also from the heatsink. So as you can see, the paper towel or the tissue is working fine. You don't have to use any alcohol wipe unless it's too dry and you want it clean, like really nice. So this should be fine, and now we are able to apply brand new thermal paste. You just go a pinch, a little size. You don't have to do a lot. You do not have to put a lot, and this should be more than enough for this small chip. And I do one more dot here, and that should be fine. That's it. That's how much you apply. And now it's time to put back the heatsink. So the number is written here. It's in really black. It's not visible on the camera, but you always, if you stay focused, you can see on the beside the screws. It says that's how you, when you putting back the heatsink, that's how you screw it back in. So one, it says one here, two, then three, then four. I told you it's X. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. That's how you close it back. So make sure you align it perfect. Everything is nice. And you start from 1, go to 2, then 3, then 4. And now it's time to put back the last screw beside the fans. And we have successfully reapplied the thermal paste. Now it's time to reconnect the battery. Remember guys, if any connector resists, do not force. You may break something. Inspect for sides if something is holding. When you hear the click, it means it's in place. So now it's time to put back the bottom case. You go from the front, align the front, and just press it down. I'm not gonna screw back in all the screws, just the middle one, and you always need to double check if the PC or laptop is still turning on or no. And let's test it out. And voila, it's turning on. It means we did a good job, and I hope you guys learned something new and enjoy this video. In order to support my work, please subscribe to my channel and like and share. Thanks for watching, and I see you guys in the next video.